Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we are going to discuss about how to add days to a date in Sales. So you all know that there are multiple scenarios in the real world where we need to add days to a date, like we calculate the due date of any task and also calculating the payment of a due date and calculate the expected delivery date. So all such scenarios we need to add days to a date. So let's proceed and firstly understand how to add days to a date in Salesforce. So in Salesforce, to add a specific number of days to a date value, we use two functions. The first one is date function or the second one is day function, and we use these functions together, and the syntax for adding a day to a date in Salesforce is given on your screen. Now we are going to use this syntax and learn to add a date to a date in Salesforce Lightning with the help of real life scenario. So for this we firstly proceed, and here you can see we are logging to our Salesforce account, and by default it is open in the Lightning edition, and we move to our setup home page. So for this we click on the gear icon and click on the setup option, and it will redirect us to the setup home page. If you are on the setup home page, so you don't need to click on the gear icon and click on the setup option, and here we click on the object manager tab. You can see that is present on the nav bar, so click on this object manager tab and our object manager page is open. Now you have to search for the object for which you want to add a day to a date field. And in this case, I am going to show you the example for the product. So I enter the product in the quick find box, and here I select the product object, and our product object page is open. Now click on the fields and relationship option that is present under the details, and it will redirect us to the fields and relationship option, fields and relationship page. Now here we want to create new field, so click on the new field button, and it will redirect us to the product new custom field page. Now here choose the field type, as we are going to add number of days to a date, so it is a formula based thing. So for this you have to select the formula checkbox, and after selecting the formula checkbox, click on the new next button, and this formula is read only field that derives its value from a formula expression you define. The formula field is updated when any of the source field change. So you click on the next button, then it asks you to enter the field label for the formula. So in this case, I want to calculate the due date payment of product. So I add field label as a due date payment, and then click on the field name which is automatically populated, and then scroll down, and here we can see there is a formula return type. So here I click I need the return type as a date, because we are going to add number of days to a date. So I select here the date checkbox and then click on the next. Now it open the formula page, and here we are entering the formula. So here you have to enter the formula where you add days to a date. So here you can see that I enter my formula that calculates the due date payment. So here you can see I use the various functions of the Salesforce, such as the date function, year function, month function, and day function. So I explain you this first. So here you can see that I store date function using the date function, and after that I fetch out the year, month, and date and day by using all the year function, month function, and day function. And you can see that I add 5 as a number of days that I want to add to the date. So next, to check that whether this formula is correct or not, you scroll down, and you can see that there is a check syntax button present. Click on this button, and you can see that our syntax is correct. No syntax error in merge field or the function. And you can also add the description and the help text if you want. Otherwise leave it as it is. This is the optional field. And you can also want to handle blank field handling of the Salesforce. You can also handle it by setting all your details. If your formula reference any number, currency or percentage field, specify what happened to the formula output when their value are blank. Now setting up all the details, you have to click on the next. So now proceeding, and it will show you the field level security, and it asks you to set the profiles to whom you want to grant the added access to the profiles. And if you not select any of the field, all the profiles are hidden from the field level security. And I want to give access to all the profiles. So for this, I click on this visible checkbox and then click on the next button. Now it will redirect us to the next step, that is add to the page layout. This time you have to select the page layout on which you want to include this field. So here I want to include it on the page layout. So you can see it's by default checked, and if it is not checked, you can check it and click on the save button. For creating the formula for adding a days to a date, so it successfully create the formula. Now let's check. So here I click on the app launcher, and here in the search box enter the product and select the product, and it will redirect us to the product record page, and there is a no record present, so I create the new one. So click on the new button. Now this time I enter the product name as a sales, and then scroll down and enter the purchase date of the sales product is 8 8 August, and then click on the save button, and our product sales was created, and it will redirect us to the detail page, and you can see that the purchase date and the due date payment. The purchase date is 8 August and the due date is 13th of August. This purchase date and the payment date is calculated on the based on this purchase date, and the payment due date is after the 5 days of the purchase date. Here my purchase date is 8th of August, and so my payment due date payment is calculated as the 13th of August. So with this we have learned how to add days to a date in Salesforce. So if this video was helpful, click on the like button and also subscribe to my YouTube channel for more videos like this one. Thanking you for watching. Have a great day.